Our top story today, a day after the deadly terrorist attack in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam claimed the lives of 26 tourists, India has taken strong diplomatic action. On Wednesday, India summoned Pakistan's chargé d'affaires in New Delhi and handed over a note declaring Pakistan's military diplomats as persona non grata. This comes in response to the deadly attack at Baisiran, one of the deadliest in the valley since the Pulwara strike in 2019. The attack has prompted India to announce a series of severe measures against Pakistan. India has also decided to suspend the Indus Water Treaty, which governs the sharing of the River Indus waters between the two nations. Additionally, Pakistan nationals will no longer be allowed to travel to India under the SAARC visa exemption scheme. The measures follow a cabinet committee on security meeting chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who condemned the attack and vowed swift action. Let's take a listen in to what the Foreign Secretary of India had to say.
Reviewed the overall security situation and directed all forces to maintain high vigil. It resolved that the perpetrators of this attack will be brought to justice and their sponsors held to account. India will be unrelenting in the pursuit of those who have committed acts of terror or conspired to make them possible. Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Mark Carney took to X to condemn the heinous act. Indian Defence Minister has also reacted sharply, saying the following.
टेररिज्म के खिलाफ हमारी जीरो टॉलरेंस की पॉलिसी है। भारत का एक एक नागरिक इस कायरतापूर्ण हरकत के खिलाफ एकजुट है। मैं इस मंच से देशवासियों को आश्वस्त करता हूं, घटना के मद्देनजर भारत सरकार वो हर कदम उठाएगी जो जरूरी और उपयुक्त होगा।
Funeral processes continue as the nation mourns the loss of the lives of innocent civilians. We are joined by Brian Thomas, correspondent for NewsX in the Sangam Valley of Jammu and Kashmir. Brian, thank you very much for joining us. And what updates have you got? We are joined by Brian Thomas, our correspondent.
Well, am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you, Brian. What updates have you got for us?
Definitely, there was a very high-level meeting also that was chaired by the Prime Minister himself. There was Defence Minister, and also very importantly, there was the Home Minister itself. They even came out with 5 major key aspects that they would want to implement it as well, where they said that the Pakistani nationals who have the SAARC visas should be, it's completely null and void now, and one should return. The Pakistani nationals who are there should return to back to their hometowns in 48 hours. The Pakistan High Commission have also been nullified itself. The Indus Valley Water Treaty has also been suspended. So yes, these some major key decisions were taken after the major incident that broke out, and all-party meeting will also be happening. That is being chaired by the Prime Minister itself at his residence, that is the local Mark, also to address the situation and assess the situation. While yes, we are also on our way to Kulwao also, where a gunfight broke out between security forces and the terror group. So we are en route to that, but definitely India has become very strong in its stance, and as a result of that, also Pakistan is shaken, and they have also convened a high-level meeting that they would be taking place today in a while now. Yes.
Thank you very much, Brian, for joining us there from Jammu and Kashmir. We are joined by a guest, Brigadier Rajan Jamwal, defence expert located in Jammu, India. Thank you very much for joining us. Brigadier Jamwal, India has closed its main border crossing along with expelling diplomats and suspending this water treaty. I'll move on to Pakistan's response to this attack after this, but do you think this is a necessary and appropriate response from the Indian government?
You see, we have launched some diplomatic and economic offensive against Pakistan yesterday. The military offensive is yet to come. And we made a stand very clear. We aren't only getting after the foot soldiers. We are getting after the leadership, wherever they are. We are getting after them and we'll get them. Wherever they are hiding, whosoever is hiding them, everybody will be spotted and neutralized. So that has been our official response. The Defense Minister personally has said that. The yesterday's response, it was mostly diplomatic and economic. The water treaty abrogation, it will certainly hurt them. It will hurt them economically and it was long overdue. We have no business feeding water to people who are trying to feed us blood. And to that extent, even the diplomatic, there's no business having diplomatic relations with people who don't understand diplomacy, whose only language they understand is violence, because they have been perpetuating this violence not only in Kashmir, but all over India through that policy of 1,000 cuts. And it's time we pay them back in the same coin. And it's happening already. The government, it is full of resolve. I mean, the whole nation is behind them. This is the time. There is anguish in the whole nation. So whatever options, hard options, and I'm sure they are coming in near future. Near future, they're coming. I expect the line of control to be totally activated just in a few days, and you will see going up the escalation ladder. We'll see where do they stop. I mean, Pakistan has no money left actually to fight a war. They are trying to distract the attention from their own problems in Balochistan and Northwest Frontier Province to get this thing. And so they basically arranged this, not only arranged, they got this dastardly act done in Pahalgam, basically to divert attention of their people from their internal problems.
Yes.
The Pakistan army is taking a big hit.
Yes, Brigadier Jamwal. Pakistan has obviously denied involvement in this attack and will convene a national security meeting to discuss the response to India's actions. They've obviously offered their condolences for the attack. Was this enough from Pakistan?
You see, what they are contemplating is what next. That is what we have to keep them guessing. They are expecting, they also know that this is not enough. We are going to come with more diplomatic, more economic offensives, and of course, a military response. They are aware. So the meeting is basically to try to outguess us what they are going to do and what they can do about it. Actually, they can do pretty nothing about it except go back somewhere. And I do not think anybody, even China, may not listen to them this time.
Yes. And Brigadier Jamwal, what have you thought of the world response? We've just seen Mark Carney, the acting Prime Minister of Canada, the last G7 nation leader to finally condemn the attack. What's been your response to the world reaction to this attack?
You see, I mean, it is not only India. The whole world is appalled. I mean, that's the world. I mean, this is a horrific act just based on religion. I mean, the way it has been executed, it has been brutal to the extreme. So the response has to be brutal, and the world is listening to us. The world is listening to the India narrative. Nobody today believes what Pakistan says. When Pakistan yesterday said we do not have any role in it, nobody believes it. Nobody believes it, and that is to our advantage. It must be pushed to the fullest to isolate Pakistan diplomatically, economically, militarily, every way possible. It has to disintegrate. It is the epicenter of terrorism, not only for India, for the world. Any incident happen anywhere in the world. If Hamas had built tunnels, the engineers were from Pakistan. If Osama bin Laden was hidden somewhere, it was in Pakistan. Every terror incident in the world has its epicenter in Pakistan. So it is in interest of world peace that Pakistan disintegrates. The sooner, the better.
Yes, Brigadier Jamwal, thank you very much for joining us, and we will continue to bring you all news updates in regards to the Jammu and Kashmir situation.